Hey, I'm Tim Bratz. I get hit up a lot about our mastermind and what we do in the Legacy Boardroom. And so I wanted to spend a few minutes with you, explain the benefits of masterminds, what is a mastermind, some of the downsides of masterminds. I've been in a lot. I'm in 5 different masterminds. I run 2 masterminds. And so I know the good parts, the bad parts, and we've designed a mastermind called the Legacy Boardroom that is just over the top. It is hands down the highest value for the lowest price point of any mastermind out there. And I want to offer you some of the details, extend an invitation to you if it's something that you see a lot of value in and you want to join. Let's talk about some of the benefits of joining a mastermind. I remember when I went out to my first mastermind event, I got invited out by somebody I had a lot of respect for in the real estate and entrepreneurial industry. And he invited me out to this 2-day event with about 15 other entrepreneurs. And a mastermind is really, the concept came from Napoleon Hill in the book Think and Grow Rich, probably the most classic personal development book of all time. And in that book, he talks about masterminds, entrepreneurs getting together. And the collective brain power in the room helps source new opportunities, source new knowledge, source new resources, and again, elevate their game in a big way. And so when I was invited out to this mastermind in February of 2015, I sat in this room with about 15 other entrepreneurs, and I started realizing that we all had the same problems, just different levels of those problems. And me, being in my position, I was like, listen, here's my issue. I'm banging my head against the wall. I'm burning the candle at both ends. I'm doing 100% of the work. And I was so busy inside my own problems that I could not see how to get out of that. And a lot of times, I think when you're inside the picture frame, you can't see the full picture. And masterminds really help you do that. Other outside perspectives are gonna be able to give you a higher view of what your issue is to help you punch through that issue. The other thing I really benefited from at that first mastermind event was, I had mentors in the past, a single mentor, but sometimes you can outgrow that mentor. Sometimes that mentor can help you with one element of your business, but not another element of your business. Sitting in that mastermind, I had 15 different mentors who I could lean against and I could look up to for, go to this person for health, and go to this person for relationships, and go to this person for business insights, go to this person for real estate insights. And so there's everything that you could need. You can lean on different people, and you have multiple mentors instead of one mentor. They could also see me as more than where I could see myself. They helped me push through and push past any hurdles that I was facing and give me the confidence to do that. I got all the industry knowledge, all the industry tools and skills that I needed to develop, to refine my deal sourcing ability, money raising ability, our operations. All those resources were available inside that mastermind. I also got connected to different people who raised private money, who invested in my projects. Anything that I was facing, even if somebody in that room maybe couldn't directly help me, they could indirectly help me by introducing me to somebody who was in their network that could help me out with whatever problem that I was facing. So the amount of connections that you get from being in a mastermind is incredible. And I learned that every time I went out to another event, I was able to punch through some hurdles and level up, but it also leveled up the problems that I was facing. So I needed to go out, and what was really helpful is we met on a quarterly basis to connect and talk through each one of those levels of problems. Before I joined a mastermind, my growth was like this. After I joined a mastermind, it went straight up because it helped me give quantum leaps forward every single time I went out to one of those quarterly events. So I got into masterminds in a big way. And I started joining all these different masterminds. And I saw some that are good and some that were bad. And there were some hang-ups in some of the masterminds that I had joined and attended. One of those was unqualified leaders, unqualified advisors, people who made all their money by talking and not by necessarily doing. And that was an issue with me. I wanted to learn from people who were actually in the business that I was looking to grow in. Some other masterminds were just chest pounding competitions. People talking about how amazing they are and just bragging and not really looking to add value to others which is not what masterminds are about. Masterminds are about becoming vulnerable, telling people about the biggest issues that you're facing, so that way that support and other people can help elevate you out of those issues. I've also seen some masterminds that were either all technical knowledge or all strategy. And there weren't many that really combined both. Sometimes you need the technical knowledge on how to do whatever the business is, while others are really more business oriented and business development is really the focus. There weren't many that combined both of those. I've also been out to the events where you get nothing more, nothing less than the quarterly events. And if you come across a stumbling block in between those quarterly events, you're stuck. You can't do anything until the next event comes up. So there wasn't a lot of support in between, and that's really needed, I think, with a good quality mastermind. As I leveled up, I became more valuable and I became more insightful. And what I realized is I needed to level up my team too. The first couple of masterminds that I joined were great for me, but what about my team? How do I grow my team as well? It was hard for me to go out to an event, want to come back, light the world on fire, and vomit all these ideas on top of my COO and the rest of my team, and they're all like, hold up, I don't get it. Explain this to me, explain that to me. The masterminds where I was able to bring my team with me gave them the insights and grew them personally and professionally as well. And another big hurdle is the investment. Most masterminds are somewhere between $20,000 to $50,000 up front, paid in full in order to join those masterminds. It's a big chunk of change, especially if you've never been in a mastermind before, to understand the value in those. Now, I spend 6 figures a year in all the different masterminds, not including travel expenses and lodging expenses and spending money at the actual events. But I know the value in these things. And I know it's a little bit of a hurdle to get into a high quality mastermind to spend that money. So we've developed a new kind of mastermind. It solves all those problems and includes all those benefits that we've just talked about. We've launched the Legacy Boardroom Mastermind, and I'm super excited to share everything that it includes. It is a board of directors for your business, a board of advisors that you can plug into on a daily basis with all the other benefits of a mastermind. It's mentored by industry leaders, people who are out there doing the business in a big way, not just doing the business in a small way, doing the business at a high level and seen as experts across the country. We focus both on revenue generating activities and the business development side of growing your business. So as you generate more revenue and as you level up from a financial standpoint, how do we now get you not serving the business, but the business serving you, and build out your team and your organization to make it more valuable and more sellable in the future? We're giving you both the technical skills of how to invest in real estate and how to grow your business, as well as the strategic skills on how to build your team and make your business more valuable. We meet on a quarterly basis with our masterminds, and in between, we also have a daily group boardroom call every single weekday outside of holidays. It's not only available for you, but it's also available for your team. And the entire mastermind is less than the cost of a virtual assistant. So let's dive into it. First off, the daily boardroom calls. Every single day at noon Eastern time, one of the executives from my team hops on a group Zoom call to answer your questions. On Monday, you have Nick Burton, my Director of Acquisitions. Tuesday, Matt Carlin, my Chief Operating Officer. Wednesday, Fadi Boumitri, my Chief Investment Officer. Thursday, Scott Hannes, our Chief Human Resources Officer. And then Friday, it's either myself or a special entrepreneur guest of mine that has a 7 or 8 figure business offering insights and just a different twist on ideas than my team even offers. Let's dive into each one. First is Monday, where Nick Burton, my Director of Acquisitions, a rock star human being, he collects bobbleheads, he collects sneakers, and he collects thousands of apartment units. He handles all acquisitions for my investment company. And he's there every Monday to answer your questions about how to acquire apartment building deals, how to market, how to underwrite those deals, the due diligence process, submitting letters of intent, negotiations with sellers, list building, transaction coordination, dispositions, the sale of these assets. developing broker and wholesaler relationships, and anything else that you have questions about. He is there specifically to answer your questions to help you elevate every single week in your acquisitions. On Tuesdays, Matt Carlin, my Chief Operating Officer, comes in. He has operated thousands and thousands of apartment units. He has built all of our standard operating procedures in our operations and in our business today that manages thousands of units. And he's built up our entire in-house property management division, almost exclusively by himself, just through the school of hard knocks of trial and error that we've been going through for the past decade. He's available every Tuesday to answer any questions that you have on operations, on project management, on property management, asset management, how to develop your own SOPs or how to plug into our SOPs, the value add process and how to improve the value of these apartment buildings by increasing the income, decreasing the expenses, how to put key performance indicators in place to properly manage your team, and anything else that you have questions about regarding operations. Wednesday, Chief Investment Officer Fadi Boumitri is available every single day. Fadi was my business attorney for 7 or 8 years before he came in-house and started working with us as an equity partner in our deals. Fadi and I have raised over $50 million together, and he's available every Wednesday for you to answer any questions about how to raise capital, how to market to raise capital and stay SEC compliant, how to structure your deals, how to structure the financing with it, any questions regarding business contracts, operating agreements, securities documentation, business law, contract law, tax law, landlord-tenant law, how to structure partnerships and joint ventures. Any questions that you have, both on the legal side and on the capital raising side, he's available for you every single Wednesday. Then on Thursday, you have Scott Hannes, my Chief Human Resources Officer. Scott has run human resources for a private equity firm that was a multi-billion-dollar private equity firm with over 950 employees. And every Thursday, Scott's available for you to talk about how to develop your company culture, how to put core values in place, how to put your organizational chart in place as you continue to grow your team, putting job descriptions in place, hiring, firing, performance metrics, because if you don't have metrics in place, you don't measure your team, you cannot manage your team. How to put employee review processes in place, employee benefits programs, all of his resources in that space. Navigating the whole COVID craziness that's going on right now. And again, anything else that you have regarding growing your business and putting those systems and processes in place for your team as you continue to grow, he's available for you every Thursday. And then on Fridays, it's me or a special guest that I might bring on, an entrepreneur with a 7 or 8 figure business that can offer just a different angle on some things, what they have going on, something that they're an expert at, that's gonna offer additional insights and value for you. My focus is really on strategic goal setting, vision casting, building the team, leading the team. Might have some friends in town from alternative asset classes, whether that's mobile homes, self-storage facilities, office, vacation rentals, Airbnb, any of these other alternative asset classes. I know experts in all of those different spaces that I'll be bringing on to offer some additional insights into some different types of properties. We'll also hit on marketing, we'll hit on sales. I'm really big into social media growth for the past 6 to 12 months and how to grow that. So I have a lot of insights that I can lend to you on that front. I've authored multiple books, and I have people who actually specialize in authoring books that can jump on these calls as well. So anything that you want to bring, special topics, any questions that you might have, anything that we can help you punch through on Fridays, I'm here for you, and so are my friends. So we're available for you every single day of the week outside of holidays or an event that you'll actually have access to that you're plugging into. On top of that, we have the Legacy Boardroom private Facebook group, where all the daily boardroom calls are recorded and set up in there. So even if you can't plug into a call on a weekday at noon, you can go back and watch it later on. They're all recorded and held and hosted in that Facebook group. There's also a lot of conversations going on about deals, about money, and any other thing that you might need access to resources for. You're able to network with all the other Legacy Boardroom members to connect with them and share insights, partner up on deals, and stay connected 24/7. You'll also have access to our highest level vault of documents. Literally everything that we use in our business is available in that vault. So you have access to all of our standard operating procedures, all of our checklists, all of our offer templates, our calculators, our investment summaries that we use to raise money, PowerPoint presentations we use to raise money, a template of my joint venture operating agreement. That alone cost me $8,400. A template of our securities documents, which cost me over $15,000. Credibility kit to give you more credibility when talking with brokers, when talking with sellers. Templates for all of that and a ton more. You'll also be able to plug into all of our Commercial Empire training events. We do a handful of these every single year, usually 4 to 6 of them per year. You'll have free access for both yourself and your team to plug into all the virtual events. It's a 2-day event taught by me and my team on how to find, underwrite, fund, fix, fill, and cash flow apartment buildings. We also have a private Commercial Empire Facebook group that you'll have access to, where again, there's a ton of deal flow and a ton of money flow going on in there. Then we have 4 live masterminds per year done on a quarterly basis. 2 of those are virtual, roundtable, hot seat kind of masterminds, where everybody has one-on-one time, one-on-one attention to talk about the number one problem that they're facing in their life or in their business at that moment. And we help you punch through with our insights, with our knowledge, and with the other resources that are in that room. We also do 2 in-person summits in super fun locations, where we bring in top entrepreneurs presenting on a variety of hugely valuable topics to help you grow your business. We have around 200 attendees at these events, and it is some of the best networking you could ever get on a national basis. People with cash, people with deals, people who are great at operating projects, people who can help sponsor your loans, people you can joint venture with and build long-term relationships with, not only on the business side, but on the friendship side as well. Not only are these events insightful and offering the skills and tactics and technologies and ideas that you need in order to grow your business, but they're a ton of fun. And it's amazing with the relationships and the connections that you're gonna make with these people. We have a blast. There's a ton of social activities that we do, and it gives you, again, all the insights that you need to level up. If you want to break records and light the world on fire, you got to be at these events. If you want to help other people and retire your spouse, retire your parents, build churches and hospitals and do things for others, this is the place to do it, to get the skill set, to get the knowledge, to get the resources by attending those events. So as a recap, the Legacy Boardroom Mastermind offers daily board of director calls for you and your business of multi-6-figure employees that you have access to on a daily basis. Executives that run my entire business are also advising you. Access to the private Facebook group, both for Legacy Boardroom and Commercial Empire. Access to the Commercial Empire events. Access to the vault of documents. And access to our quarterly mastermind events. Now, for all of that, which is more value than any other mastermind that I have ever seen, you would think it's going to be a big chunk of change, right? A big ticket in order to get involved in the Legacy Boardroom Mastermind. It's not. Now, typically we structure this with a one-time $10,000 upfront membership fee, and then it's $1,000 per month. And then it's available for you to bring on either a business partner or a key employee or some sort of secondary member for an extra $500 per month. We're running a big promotion before our April event. We're gonna be in Austin, Texas, April 21, 22, 23. And if you sign up for Legacy Boardroom prior to April 21st, when that event launches, which is gonna be off the charts, it's gonna be unbelievable. We have multiple nationally recognized entrepreneurs and experts coming out to offer insights, amazing social activities set up, a ton of fun, and an incredible list of people that are going to be coming out that you'll be able to network with. If you sign up for Legacy Boardroom by April 21st, we're reducing the membership fee to only $2,500. And then the $1,000 per month is going to give you free access for one other team member, either, again, a business partner, a spouse, or some sort of key employee who has access to all the virtual events and all the virtual boardroom calls, the virtual masterminds, and the virtual Commercial Empire events, including the vault. So if you sign up by April 21, we're reducing the fee to only $2,500 for the upfront membership fee. That's one time, and then it's $1,000 you're grandfathered in. Even as that membership fee and as the monthly fee increases, you are grandfathered in at these prices. They will never go up for you as long as you maintain your membership. So If this is something that you see a ton of value in and you want to jump on and you know it's going to help you level up and do the things that you want to do to give you time freedom, financial freedom, and make a big impact in your life and with your family, then please email us at education@legacywealthholdings.com and let me know that you want in. We'll get you all the paperwork, get you all squared away, get you plugged in prior to the April summit. We'll get you details on where to stay, where we're going to be. And by the way, at that event, I cover all the expenses. You just have to get there and cover your hotel room. I'll cover all meals, all social activities, all the speakers we're bringing in, the event venue, the event location. I'm taking care of all that. You just need to get there and pay for your hotel room. Everything else is taken care of. So you got to be there. It's going to be an event that you will remember forever. And the Legacy Boardroom Mastermind is the place that you got to be. So email me at education@legacywealthholdings.com. So plug in, connect, and I'm excited to see you in April.